Jon Jones alluded to the fact that he's in talks or somehow interested, somewhere there's a discussion of him and Stipe. Well, very nice of Jon to come out and tell everyone. I told you guys that almost 2 weeks ago, and I didn't even break it. I stole it from Ariel, who told you it about 2.5 weeks ago. So I guess congratulations, Jon Jones, for teasing some of your old news that everybody had. But I would like to stay on that topic because I like that fight. I really do. Every time there's been talk or discuss, I like the parody of it right out of the gate. Anytime there was talk and discussion of Jon Jones going up to heavyweight, it was exclusively to take on Daniel Cormier. Then we even heard some rumblings of Rumble throwing his name into the mix, but again at heavyweight. That's probably not going to happen with Rumble Jones. Probably not going to happen. Daniel Cormier, maybe down the road, but I hear he's with Brock Lesnar. All of a sudden you hear Stipe. You go, well, that's a refreshing name. There's a refreshingness in that because I hadn't thought of it. I hadn't heard it before. It wasn't considered. Anytime Jon Jones is going to get in there, one thing that Jon is going to need, and it's the plight of his own success. He is so good, and he's created such a gap from everybody to create the mystery or the illusion that tonight is perhaps the night that the torch gets passed. Perhaps tonight is the night that Jon Jones gets beat. That's tough. It's just going to be tough for him. He just got to be that good. Well, Stipe fills that void. And I won't go as far with you guys right now to give you a prediction, to give you an analysis of that fight or a breakdown, or to even tell you that I would be betting on Stipe. I won't go that far, but we also don't need to. As long as we can turn on the part of our brain that says, that's a possibility. As long as we can do that from a business side, from an anticipation, from a media, from a build-up, from a suspense, that's all we need. And Stipe most definitely satisfies that. Most definitely you stand back and go, wait a minute. That's a hard hitter that moves real well on his feet, that knows how to wrestle, that doesn't just go get thrown down and held there. Stipe could be a really interesting fight that we'd never considered. And in addition, we would be along for the journey, wouldn't we? Because that would be the foray into Jon Jones changing his career to the heavyweight division. I don't think any of us would be naive enough to think that Jon Jones is going to go up on a one-off for a non-title fight and then jump back down to 205 pounds. It would be very obvious that he comes up. He would at least have a couple of fights. He would at least go from Stipe, boom, right into Cormier. Or if Cormier is to lose to Lesnar, perhaps there's a potential for a Lesnar fight. But either way, I think we could at least conclude, as reasonable fans that follow the sport, that this is not going to be a one-off. That this would be the first step of a journey into creating a new story in Jon Jones and his career. And it would be at heavyweight. And it's fun. And it's compelling. And who the hell knows who's going to win? It serves everything it needs to. Plus, don't forget, you're sitting here talking about Jon Jones. Got to get Stipe back to the table, right? It's not as though Stipe, the most decorated heavyweight of all time, is sitting over there with no fans and no interest. People want to see Stipe. Something is not stimulating Stipe. My guess from the things that I've heard him say is he's really just interested in the championship, and the championship right now goes through Daniel Cormier. Well, I think that this one would change his mind. I mean, I would guess that it would. There is something special and something meaningful about being the guy that beat Jon Jones, for sure. Plus, if he was to beat Jon Jones, I think that it would also be quite clear that he would be promised a title fight. I can only imagine how that conversation would go. Right? Hey, Stipe, you want to fight Jon Jones? You promise me if I beat him, I get a title shot. Guy on the other end. Hey, Stipe, if you beat Jon Jones, I won't lock you into anything. You'll be able to go do whatever you want. You could just start picking names. Everybody's going to be coming for you. Whether you got the title or not, you're the guy people are going to be coming after. So yeah, if you want me to pencil down Daniel Cormier, champion, whoever the champion could be at that time, Daniel Cormier, if it were right now, sure, I'll do that. But just to let you know, you're not doing yourself a favor by making me tell you who your next opponent is going to be. Go out, beat Jon Jones. Watch how the clouds part and the sky opens up.